Skeletox seemed to register their words, her expression slowly becoming more focused and aware. She looked at them with a mixture of recognition and confusion, as if she was trying to recall the events of the previous night and how she had ended up outside the ship. She opened her mouth to speak, but no words came out. The crew members waited patiently, giving her time to collect her thoughts and speak if she was able to. They knew that she had been through a traumatic experience the night before and might need a moment to process everything that had happened. After a few moments, Skeletox finally spoke, her voice sounding raspy and hoarse. I remember, she said slowly. I remember transforming, the shadows, the terror. The crew members listened intently, glad to hear that she was responsive, and able to recall at least some of what had happened. They nodded encouragingly, wanting to encourage her to continue. Skeletox continued to speak, her voice shaking slightly. I remember feeling afraid and confused, like I wasn't in control of myself. She paused, taking a deep breath to steady her voice. I remember feeling a sense of rage and power. The crew members heard her words and their expressions hardened. They knew that the transformation must have been a result of her PTSD, and they were worried about the amount of rage and power Skeletox had felt. They stayed silent, listening carefully and waiting for her to continue. Skeletox went on, her voice growing stronger. I remember feeling like I was losing control, like the shadows were taking over me. I remember feeling like I was becoming something else, something dark and dangerous. The crew members listened intently, their hearts heavy with sympathy and concern. They could see the pain and confusion in Skeletox's eyes, and they could hear the fear and worry in her voice. They knew that she was struggling to come to terms with the transformation and what it meant for her. Skeletox, you need to listen to me, one of them said gently. Skeletox looked at them, her eyes filled with uncertainty and anxiety. She waited for them to continue, her body tensed and her wings tucked tightly against her back. The crew member spoke in a calm and steady voice. You need to understand that what happened last night was the result of your PTSD. The shadows and the transformation were a manifestation of your trauma and anxiety. He paused, giving her time to absorb his words. Skeletox listened quietly, her expression slowly shifting from uncertainty to understanding. She nodded slowly, indicating that she understood what he was saying. I know, she said softly. I could feel it, the anger, the fear, the darkness inside me. Another crew member spoke up, her voice soft and empathetic. We can only imagine how terrifying that must have been. But you're not alone. We're here for you, and we'll do whatever we can to help you through this.